Hey guys, welcome back to our channel Accounts Guru Cool. Learn accounting online. So today we are here with one more video, and one of our viewers requested us to create something more videos related to the financial controller. Knowing that we have a number of videos related to questions and probable answers related to R2R, O2C, P2P, but we haven't that much related to the financial controller. So now the dream of all the accounting and finance team to reach at financial controller level. So knowing that we are here with financial controller interview questions with answers. So request viewers to watch the video till the end, like the video, share the video, and subscribe our channel to get the more practical knowledge related to accounting and finance. If you need any sort of training related to O2C, P2P, R2R, FP&A, or in addition to that, if you need any consultancy services related to financial accounting, then request viewers to reach us on our email ID. That's accounts.gurucool@yahoo.com. So here we are. The financial controller in an organization is the chief accounting executive. They are tasked with the provision of financial management and constructing financial plans. They also conduct internal audits and provide accounting oversights. So we know how much is a financial controller role is important, and these guys are going to be take care of overall all the accounting functions, and they are oversight of accounting department. Below are the common interview questions that can help you navigate a financial controller interview successfully. The first, why are you interested in this role? Here, the interviewer seeks to establish factors behind the interviewee's interest in the role. This includes the desire to work in the aforementioned positions. Briefly explain what arose your interest in this role. So the first question itself is there, why are you interested in this role? So interviewer need to know more about from your end, either what's the reason and what's the aim of your to join this role. So you have to give the answer for this, and the sample answer for these questions is that I'm interested in this role because I see an opportunity for progression in my budding career. I also realize that this is an opportunity to further polish my skills. I believe my presence here will further boost the company's value, both professionally and financially. I also would blend in with your vision and mission to provide financial services as well as improve the welfare of the community at large. So this is the sample answer for the first questions, why are you interested in this role? The second, what are the roles of a financial controller? Knowing that when you are going to apply for this role, so you should be well versed with, aware about that, what are all the roles you are going to be played for that position. The interviewer seeks to determine if the interviewee is the right pick by establishing the interview's ability to identify the key responsibilities associated with this role. In brief, highlight some of the important roles undertaken by a professional in this line of work. So you should be aware about that, what type of roles and responsibilities you are going to be take for this role. So that's reasons the interviewer is more interested to know either how much you are aware about roles and responsibility for this particular role. The sample answer for this question is that the responsibilities carried out by financial controller in a company may vary with regard to a company's size and nature of the operations. In my current role, I perform financial analysis, which includes spreadsheet designing. I also perform risk assessments and analyze the efficiency of policy decisions made by the executives. I also review and analyze financial contracts on behalf of the company. My other role is the preparation of financial statements and cash flow reports. I also possess fantastic writing skills, which are handy in preparation of reports. So these are all the roles and responsibilities you have to briefly explain about financial controller. What are the qualities that a financial controller need to be successful? The interviewer intends to understand if the candidate is well aware of the skill set and attributes required in this role. A summary of key skills related to the job and their applications would be sufficient. So what are the qualities that a financial controller need to be successful? So interviewer need to know from the candidates about his thought related to the qualities. The sample answer for this question is that in my capacity as a financial controller, I possess an array of analytical and technical skills. I'm conversant with Microsoft Office technology, which is critical in my role, especially mystery of Excel spreadsheets and database. I am also good in accounting, which provides the platform for auditing. I am also well versed in strategic planning techniques and the various planning tools in use today. Also, good communication skills are vital in ensuring you coordinate departmental activities and pass information efficiently. So that's the qualities is required for financial controller if you want to be success into that role. What major challenges did you face during your last role and how did you manage them? Here, the interviewer seeks to establish how adept the interviewee is in dealing with challenging situation that call for prudent decision making. Highlight a scenario in which you were problematic and how you successfully solve it. The sample answer for this question is that when I began my last role, it was more like walking into the eye of a storm. The company was on the border of financial ruin. Sales were at an all-time low, and the company had amassed massive debts. I hit the ground running and extracted a couple of issues that led to these financial problems. The first one was losses due to theft and misappropriation. Two junior auditors took responsibilities and vacated their post. The other was a lack of long-term financial strategy. I set one and it bore fruit. These interventions helped steady the company. Related to these questions, might be this is just a sample answers, but based on your experience, how did you face your last challenges and how you turn around that challenge into opportunity and how you overcome that you have to explain through your answer. Describe your daily routine as a finance controller. As a finance controller, you ought to be in tune with your specified work schedule. Highlight the key aspect of your daily routine. The sample answer for this question is that I kickstart my day at 6 a.m. with a cup of coffee and the morning paper. After breakfast and preparations, I leave for the office. Since the office is 20 kilometers away, I commute by train, and this is when I get the opportunity to check my emails and daily schedule. My day varies. Sometimes my schedule could involve a board meeting, monthly accounts checkup, and payroll presentations. My working day ends at 5 p.m. Related to based on your daily routine for that financial controller positions, you have to be give the clarifications as per your daily routines, but that should be you have to be keep in mind limit related to the time constraint, because being employee You have to be some limitations on your work. So it's a perfectly mentioned here. My working day ends at 5 p.m. So whatever the office hours are there, you have to do the full stop for your work. Describe briefly about your experience. The interviewer wants to understand your job experience. Explain what excites you the most about your role, including your qualifications, both academic and professional. To be a finance controller is my dream job. Upon completion of my undergraduate degree in finance at the university, I got a job as an internal auditor with accounts curricle. While playing my trade here, I enrolled for my MBA. I was promoted to the senior auditor and 6 years later to my current role as a junior financial controller. Ever since, I have strived to be the best through hard work, determination, and dedications. That's the briefly about your experience. What kind of strategy and mindset is required for this role? The interviewer seeks to understand the kind of approach you utilize in ensuring the desired results are achieved. In detail, explain the methods and approaches required in both a personal and professional capacity. Strategic planning is a key factor in this role as it provides the platform for success in a company. I have great analytical and leadership skills, which I believe are the basis of my success as a financial controller. My ability to decision changes, research changes in the financial market is a major bonus. A resilient attitude during tough time is also my key strength. Trustworthiness and accountability are pivotal in my role since we handle finances and a lack of this may be detrimental to the business operations. That's related to what kind of strategy and mindset is required for this role. So knowing that the financial controller is a very essential role, so there should be some strategic planning is going to work for this role. What is the biggest challenge that you foresee in this role? In this question, explain the challenges you expect to encounter in this role based on your experience from your previous role. In my previous role, I encountered a variety of problems, but key among these was the issue of cybersecurity these modern times. Hackers and cyber criminals are a constant threat to companies. The other issue is keeping tabs on ever-changing legislative and compliance requirements. I also have to work overtime in some instances to meet deadlines, but I'm prepared for this. That's the biggest challenges that you foresee in this role, and you are ready for this. How do you stay motivated in your work? Very essentials. In the course of any job, there have to be certain approaches that help employees maintain high spirits. In detail, highlight some of the factors that you ensure you stay motivated. I have had a number of motivation sources over the years. Firstly is the expectations of a career progression, which is through in recognitions of my diligence in work. The other is the availability of learning opportunities and development within the workplace. Lastly, being provided with a sense of meaning and contributing to the company's goals, both long-term and short-term, is also a source of motivations. So you have to give the answer for these questions based on your way of keep yourself as a motivated. Describe a time when you failed in this role and the lesson you learned. Failure can be described as the moment most professionals hit rock bottom in their career. However, with proper determination and mental fortitude, it can also serve as a platform to build to improve your career. Briefly highlight an incident in which you failed and the lessons you learned. I had a really bad experience a couple of years back. It happened when upon receiving the budgetary plan proposed by the chief economist and gave it the green light. Unfortunately, in that financial year, a pandemic struck and we had not set aside any provisions for such occurrence in our budget. This called for drastic measures to be taken, and I was frustrated as we had to lay off a few workers to cut losses. It was a tough lesson, and I learned a lot. So related to the describe a time when you failed in this role and the lessons you learn. So you have to give the some examples, what and how you failed and what you learn from that. Why do you feel you are the most suited for this role? The question is designed to understand the key strengths, abilities, and values the interviewee is expected to bring to the company. Discuss the key skills that make you cut above the rest. Over the years, I have required relevant skills and experience, which I believe would be good for the organization. I also possess fantastic leadership and management skills crucial in running a department. In addition to this, my accounting and financial skills are top notch. I always give 100% effort in my job and work well as both an individual and as a team member. As a leader, I possess an abundance of leadership skills and can mentor young and inexperienced colleagues. So very essentials, why do you feel you are the most suited for this role? And the sample answers is here. Share with us your greatest achievement. The question is utilized in most cases to get an overview of the interviewee and rate their accomplishments. Picking a recent incident you considered a success would be advisable. The sample answer for this question is that my greatest professional achievement was when I was able to salvage our company from the limits of bankruptcy. Whereas operating on a budget, we had our backs to the wall and drowning in debt. However, I masterfully crafted a strategic financial plan and downsized where necessary. I also revised our suppliers and ensured we obtained raw materials at a discount. These measures enabled us to improve our profit margin and save the company. So you have to give us such kind of great achievement examples which are going to be relevant to your jobs, and you have to be share your practical experience, how you handle such kind of situations and what was your achievement through that. Identify the most challenging projects you have worked on in your career. The purpose of this question is to obtain more information on how well you manage projects and difficult situations. From another perspective, the interviewer seeks to establish how well you incorporate your skills and knowledge when dealing with challenge. The sample answer for this question is, I have handled a number of challenging projects in my positions. On one occasion, I was tasked with coordinating and directing the preparations of the company's budget. A week to the completion of the budget, the COVID-19 pandemic struck. I was forced to make significant changes to the budget. I introduced wage cuts and reduced the budget of our departments. This is in order to release funds to deal with the pandemic. Also to lead by example, I and other senior staff slashed our salaries to lead by example. It worked well as the company took only a slight hit from the pandemic. So you have to give the examples of how the most challenging projects you have worked and how you handle that challenge. How do you reduce expenses in company? One of the key aspirations of the company is reducing expenses. This is the churn will lead to improved profit margin. The financial controller is usually tasked with these responsibilities, highlights the various measures you utilize in realizing this goal. The expected answer for this question is that as a finance controller, knowledge of the various cost-cutting technique is necessary. The first one entails the re-evaluations of suppliers at commencing of the financial year. This provides an opportunity to pick out a pool of suppliers who offer good discounts, which in turn help reduce supply cost. The other measure involves lowering financial expenditures, for instance, through undertaking insurance cover with a cheap but effective insurer, ensuring that depreciated assets are able to salvage at least some percentage of their value is also a key strategy. Lastly, maximizing employee skill, ensuring they can perform a variety of duties which helps reduce the wage bill. Highlight of win-win situations you successfully negotiated in your previous role. A win-win situation refers to an outcome after a mood of contentions where everyone comes out satisfied. Highlight a situation in your career where you intervene and help solve settled an issue between two or more aggrieved parties. On an occasion in my career, there arose a complaint from both the production department and sales department who were at loggerheads due to the budgetary allocations. I organized a meeting with the department chiefs to clear the air. In the meeting, I explained to that in future budgets, funds would be allocated in line with the general strategic plan adopted by the company. They understood my point and settled the matter. Tell us how you go about encouragement others to your point of view. The interviewer wants to understand if, as a department head, you possess the ability to communicate your thoughts and make people believe in them. Explain some of the methods you utilize when presenting an agenda and seeking support. I always believe as a leader, you ought to have great communication skills and ability to express your ideas in a clear and effective manner. I often view confidence as a key attribute when expressing myself. The idea should also be logical and backed by facts in order to be appealing to your audience. Also, building confidence in your collegiate team is also a key step in ensuring they buy into your ideas. Knowing that you are going to be on that top role, so there might be a lot of the times you have to put your thoughts and you have to convince to the management team and your downline team, your subordinate. So it's essential for interviewer to know that either you have that kind of skill with you, and if yes, then how you're going to do the convince to other team for your thought. What does integrity mean to you? All companies want to hire honest people. The interviewer may ask these questions to have a better understanding of the interviewee value and morals. According to me, integrity means doing the right thing and at the right time. This with a view of the community at large. In today's corporate world, it is a challenging prospect, but I have always tried to put personal gains aside and focus on the well-being of others. Integrity could be a personal level or as a team, and instilling this into your workmates is a plus for any organizations. That's related to the what does integrity mean to you? What are your expectations on employees working in the finance department? The interviewer asks you this question as the department head to ascertain the level of expectations you bestow upon your juniors. I always expect them to conduct themselves in a professional manner. They should also perform their duties at a reasonable and acceptable standard. They ought to represent the organizations in a responsible manner. Dedication, hard work, and determination should be the norm at the workplace. Lastly, integrity and honesty will be key in building a positive and healthy working environment. In your perspective, how do you define quality? The interviewer wants to understand from your point of view, what is the deemed to be good enough or a success? Explain the variables that you use to gauge quality work. The quality, according to me, is a degree of excellence. It is a how good something or someone is with respect to others in a similar position. In business circles, it is the ability to guarantee total customer satisfaction. What are your weaknesses? With these questions, the interviewer tries to understand how self-conscious, insightful you are of yourself, highlight some of your shortcomings with respect to your role, you for role. One of my major weaknesses is being impatient with projects that run beyond the set timeline. This, as a matter of fact, always irritates me. I expect projects to be duly completed and delivered before the specified deadlines. However, if a logical reason is behind the delay, then well and good. This is also the same weakness we also have with us. And if we have given any commitment to the clients related to the deliverables and the team is working on that, so we used to keep a buffer, keep as per our speed, how much is time is going to be required for that at any given circumstances before, sorry, before reaching the deadline. If we need 1 day to finish the job and we have given the 2 days, 3 days to the team, and we have constantly with the team, but team is saying that we are working, and 1 day is left, but still there is no any update from team, then what that situations was very horrible for us. So we used to say, show me your screen and show your progress where you are. And when we realized that he haven't started anything and we are nowhere and we have to start from the scratch now. So irrespective what are the positions we are, we have to be take the in charge for that, and we have to finish that within the timelines, whatever we have promised to our clients or promised to the management. Yes, we also have some weakness and we have to work on that. So that's all from this video. And in this video, we have discussed about related to the financial controller interview questions with expected answers. Thanks guys for watching the video till the end, and request viewers to like the video, share the video, and subscribe our channel to get the more practical knowledge related to accounting and finance. And if you need any sort of training related to the accounting and finance or any type of consultancy, you can reach us on our email ID, that's accounts.gurukul@yahoo.com. Thank you.